Greetings of peace and very good evening to all our guests today. And we have a very special guest with us today, and that is Dr. Amir Farid. Dr. Amir Farid Dato Isha is the chairman of INSAF, which is also known as Interfaith Spiritual Fellowship. We also have Mr. Krishnamurthy, who is the former honorary secretary of the Pure Life Society. And we also have Mr. Pui Cheng Fat, who is the Brahma Kumari's Board of Trustees, member of the Board of Trustees of Brahma Kumari's Foundation. And we have many of you who are quite distinguished, but I don't think I would be able to address each one of you individually. Please consider this as a hearty welcome individually according to your name and your position. Okay. Now, first of all, someone who is nearest and dearest to us took leave from us on the 10th of June this year, and that is no one else than Datin Paduka Mangalam, Ayar Swami, or fondly known as Mother Mangalam. Yes, Mother Mangalam is such a wonderful person, a special person to all of us because she cares for the needies, she cares for those who are disadvantaged, and she also is a human activist. And definitely we should show our respect and honor to her by spending 1 minute in silence. So I would like to request all of you to rise up gently and spend this 1 minute in silence dedicated with our good wishes and pure feelings for our next journey in life. Thank you so much. Kindly assume your seat. I just want to add that Mother Mangalam is also known as Mother Teresa of Malaysia. I think many of you would probably be aware of that as well. And to begin our session, today's program, I would like to welcome Mr. Pui Cheng Fat, who is the member of the Board of Trustees of Brahma Kumari's Foundation, to share with this welcome speech.
So thank you to Brother Kirubal, the MC for today's program. So greetings of peace to all of my fellow brothers, sisters, and good evening. So to the respected speaker for this evening program, Dr. Savita, coming all the way from our world headquarters, Brahma Kumari's world headquarters in Mount Abu, Rajasthan. respected Dr. Farid Amir Farid, the chairman of INSAF, and also respected Mr. Krishnamurti, the founder honorary secretary of the Pure Life Society, and to all my members of INSAF and Pure Life Society. So on behalf of this Brahma Kumaris Foundation, I would like to thank all of you for making time this evening to spend some very valuable time with our very esteemed speaker, Dr. Savita. I think tonight's program is a very appropriate program. I think the topic, I think all of us are very well aware of the topic. That the topic we're talking very much on the holistic health. I think ever since the COVID pandemic happened about 3 to 4 years back, I think the whole world, especially even Malaysian public, we're very particular about health. Correct? Am I right? But the question is, we are very particular about physical health. But this evening, I think what is more important is our esteemed speaker, Dr. Savita, is going to highlight to us the holistic health. We know that other than physical health, I think more important nowadays, I think even statistics that we accumulated ever since COVID, many people, especially Malaysian public, they're under a lot of stress, depression, you name it. We call it mental health, so to say. So I think other than physical health, we are very particular of physical health, that doctors can take care. But we can be our own doctor. We can be our self-doctor, own doctor in terms of healing ourselves emotionally. That is important, emotional health. And also equally important is mental health. Also most important that Brahma Kumari is paying a lot of attention on spiritual health. So in other words, brothers, sisters, when we talk about health, means it encompasses the 4 aspects: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. And I think this evening, on my behalf of the Brahma Kumaris Foundation, formerly we call it Brahma Kumaris Malaysia, and we have migrated into a bigger umbrella so that we can able to serve the Malaysian public, especially because, like it or not, I think the next probably 5 to 10 years, we will have very challenging times. You agree? Very challenging times for all of us, whoever we are, in whichever field we are, because the world is going at such a fast speed. Equally, world is progressing such a fast speed. Equally important is our health should also be strong, should be healthy, to be able to cope with all the things happening in the world. So I think we are very fortunate once again that we're having this Dr. Savita. Dr. Savita, I think very amazing. She's a double doctor. Okay, physically she's a doctor, and also more important, she came all the way from our world headquarters. She also a spiritual doctor. So I think tonight we are very fortunate to have the double doctor here, Dr. Savita, to share on us the tips and also probably some wisdom on how to achieve a holistic health. And with that, once again, I will thank all of you. And also I'd like to thank very much to Mother Banglam. I think ever since Brahma Kumaris started 40 years ago, and all the functions that we have in Malaysia, Brahma Kumaris Malaysia, everywhere Mother Banglam always make a point to attend. So once again, I would thank her wherever she is now, and especially the members that are present here. So with that, once again, I thank all of you. Om Santi, greetings of peace.
Thank you, Mr. Pucheng Fat, or we fondly call him Brother Pure. So in between you might hear him calling him Pure. You might be wondering who is Mr. Pucheng Fat himself. And thank you so much for that welcome address. And kindly pardon me, I did not introduce myself initially. Probably I was a little bit, there's a surge of epinephrine in my body, I guess. I was probably excited. My name is Kiruva, and I'm going to be the MC for the whole session today. And I would like to take you briefly into the journey of health before we call upon Dr. Savita to address this in a much detailed manner. In the year 48 actually, April 7th, the World Health Organization was established. And in the same year, the the Constitution of World Health Organization was also adopted. And the first line of the World Health Organization Constitution is the definition of health. And what's the definition of health? The definition of health is a state of complete mental, physical, and social well-being, and not merely absence of disease and infirmity. Because what people were talking about all the time, all the while at that time, is that free from disease, disease-free state, disease-free state. But then when this definition was given, it was kind of mind-boggling to some, and it was not acceptable to some, because everybody was focusing on physical health. And so that is kind of a challenging situation for the World Health Organization itself, because even the worldwide understanding of mental health was not at a premature level at that time. And what more of social health? Now, I remember in the 1990s, I had one privilege to attend to these mental health campaign groups of mental health campaign groups, mental health conference. And they were all talking about mental diseases, not mental health. It was thought that mental illness is what mental health is all about. But now we realize it is not. Mental health is something else. And mental illness is actually a physical condition. That is because it is a neurotransmission issue. So it is now understood that mental health is much more far encompassing and not merely mental disease. And what about social health? I don't think anyone really understood it, except Kita Jaga Kita came into existence. Break the circuit, because we are all collectively working together. It's the pandemic that really introduced to us what is social health. Do you agree with me? We started to began to understand that we are working together for the benefit of the collective health that we have to share with one another. So that's the kind of concept that was established. But in the 1950s, another concept was booming, and that is known as wellness. I think everybody talk about wellness right now, and there's from 4 components, it then evolved into 5 components. Now there is 8 components. The latest one, they have already added intellectual well-being also, because earlier they dissected that the mental health should be emotional and spiritual health. Now they have added also intellectual health. So it's getting complicated, but how many of us are able to incorporate them in our life? There is information overload, and everybody is overwhelmed about what they read, what they know, but it is not being incorporated. Back to basic. Everybody talk about physical health, actually, even now. And anytime you're challenged physically, that's it. You feel that you are dilapidated, whatever. Now, today we want to break that circuit, break that concept. That's wrong, misconception. And to talk about holistic health is something that is not to begin. It's not new. It has begun long time back, but it began roughly in the 1960s in a much more serious manner. And it is confined to the medical healthcare professionals. It's not practiced otherwise among other field, but only it's practiced among medical healthcare providers. Someone like Dr. Amir here, someone like Dr. Savita, I'm sure they have understood it much better than any one of us here, because it doesn't treat the symptoms. It doesn't treat the condition, but it treats the person as a whole. That is holistic health about. It's attending to a person exactly as he is, not as a patient, but incorporating patients in their life to make them understand their life is valuable, and that is holistic health. So this holistic health is also actively advocated by the Brahma Kumaris World Spiritual Organization, because it is something very close to our practice of spirituality. So I am going to, before I call upon Dr. Savita, I want you to get a clear, a clear introduction of her. And we couldn't use words to introduce her. So we thought, let us come up with a beautiful video so that you can better and know her and feel that she's part of this beautiful family. Okay, so let's have a video presentation on Dr. Savita and the kind of service that she has done for the benefit of mankind.
Dr. Savita Arora, a medical doctor by profession, is the coordinator of the women's wing of the Brahma Kumaris, Mount Abu, India. She is also a faculty member of Brahma Kumaris Academy for a Better World and delivers lectures for the benefit of the public. She has great interest in bringing awareness to people about their health and spirituality. She has traveled widely in various parts of India and abroad to UK, USA, Japan, China, Russia, etc. to educate people about healthy lifestyle and Raja Yoga meditation. Among her activities are, in the year 2001, Year of Women's Empowerment declared by the Indian government, she participated in All India Women Spiritual Empowerment Campaign organized by Brahma Kumaris for upliftment of women. In 2009, she served in My India, Healthy India campaign. In 2014, she coordinated Nari Suriksha, Indian national level campaign to bring awareness for different kinds of violence against women. In 2015 till 2018, she coordinated the national campaign to save and empower girls and promote gender equality among the masses. She has also participated in many national and international conferences organized by Brahma Kumaris World Spiritual University.
So the topic today is practical steps to holistic health. And Dr. Savita, we are very honored and privileged to have you with us today. And we would like to call upon you to share with us your insights and also give us good tips so that we can incorporate in our life and bring about holistic health in our day-to-day activities and interactions. Over to you, Dr. Savita.
Good evening, Om Shanti. All of you say Om Shanti. So, brother beautifully explained the concept of holistic health, treating the body as a whole. And we all know this health is very important for us. It is said health is wealth. So if we want to achieve something higher in our life, then we need good health for that. And you got the WHO definition of holistic health too. WHO's definition is health is a state of complete physical, mental, social, and now added is a spiritual well-being of a person, and not just the absence of disease or infirmity. So if I am not having any disease, it doesn't mean that I am completely healthy. So there can be effect in my mental health, emotional health, or intellectual health, maybe in the social health, for which we are not aware at all. And for health, it is said, prevention is better than cure. Once you are sick, you use your money and you spend your time and energy, and still it's not sure that you are going to get back to your health again. So that's why more important is prevention. So present status of healthy living is the diseases are mainly lifestyle diseases. And these lifestyle diseases which are more common, hypertension, high blood pressure. 20% population of world is suffering from high blood pressure. And 15% they are having heart disease. 20% are diabetics. Diabetes means high blood sugar in the blood. 20% are having peptic ulcer, digestive problems. And 10% are suffering from respiratory diseases. 10% are having skin disease and 5% are having cancers. So as you heard, we are more focused for our physical health, because anything goes wrong in my body, if I'm having headache or having vomiting, fever, cold, cough, then I think that I need doctor and I must show and take treatment. But if anything goes wrong with my emotional health, then I do not consider myself as a patient. So for simple healthy living, for physical health, there are few concepts. And these concepts are, we should be taking balanced diet every day. We should be doing proper exercise, having proper deep sleep, good sleep, and there should be no addictions. Addictions, they also are hazardous for our health. So balanced diet means, what does it mean? The diet which is having all components of our food, proteins, carbohydrate, fat, minerals, vitamins, and proper amount of water every day. And quality should be, it should be low fat, high fiber, vegetarian diet with low salt and low sugar. But the tasty food is, which we want to consume every day, it's high fat, means fried food, more spicy. Low fiber means fast food. Fast food, we know all type of pizzas, burgers, sandwiches, noodles, they are all fast food. And non-vegetarian diet too. Tasty food. Tasty food is okay once in a while. If you take that food, it's okay. But if it is on the regular basis, then it's not healthy for our physical health. And we know that many complications are arising at early age because of this type of diet, this type of diet. If we are habitual of taking high salt, more than 7 grams of salt is harmful for our kidneys. Means it raises our blood pressure. That's why those who are high blood pressure patients, they are told to take less salt. This 2 to 3 gram of salt per day they are allowed to take. And we should be taking low amount of sugars. And sugar should not be refined sugar. Maybe in the form of jaggery or in the form of honey, it's much better sugar. So if we can improve in the quality of our diet, the diet we are taking every day, then it really helps us in keeping our health. And the second part is proper exercise for our physical body is needed at least for 30 to 45 minutes. Why it is needed? Because nowadays the lifestyle is sedentary lifestyle. We have machines for everything. So we are not putting more physical activity in day-to-day life. Most of the time we are sitting in offices for long hours and movement is almost nil. If we are not exercising, then it create blockages in our circulation if there is no movement, and certain other complications, they start coming up after certain age. And when we are exercising, the method to exercise is that it should be after sunrise and before sunset. Why? Because that time the oxygen is maximum, at maximum level in the environment. The trees, they leave oxygen after sunrise and take carbon dioxide in, even before sunset too. So that's why, like after sunrise, whatever you are doing, you're doing yoga or you are doing aerobic exercise, better not to do anaerobic exercise. Means like in closed room, if we are exercising, then that is not much beneficial. So exercise, it creates, it changes some physiology of our body. Physiology means like it secretes some healthy chemicals in our system, and these chemicals are endorphins, enkephalins, and serotonins, and GABA also. So these chemicals, they are natural painkillers. So when these are secreted, because they give a sense of well-being. So when we exercise for half an hour, our mind, like it comes in the stage of euphoria. Euphoria means like feeling of a peace and bliss state. And because there is more oxygen flow in the system, because the lungs, they breathe fast, so there is more oxygen flow in the system. Again, we get refreshed and energized. And if someone is having diabetes, hypertension, cholesterol, bad cholesterol is on higher side, then it's like a medicine for these diseases. So if someone is taking medicine, then it reduces your medicine to maybe up to half even. So this is very helpful, and we should do every day if we are not having any other physical activity. So either in the morning, best in the morning, but if you don't have time, you're busy, then in the evening you take out time for yourself, but it should be 2 hours, either it should be before meal or 2 hours after meal. It should not be done immediately after meals, because for heart patients, if someone has clogging in the arteries, and if they do exercise immediately after taking meals, then it is harmful for them. So then we need proper deep sleep every day for at least 5 hours. If it is good sleep, positive sleep, like you go to bed, and when you are at bed means you are there for sleep. Not you are worrying about anything, whatever has happened in the daytime, or you are catching mobile in your hand and you are chatting on social media, or you are in front of television and watching your favorite show, and then what happens? Then what is the quality of our sleep? Because the content we watch, it affects our mind. So if I'm absorbing all those energies in me, then my sleep quality suffers. And usually we sleep late in night. Those who are in front of media, or if they are worrying for something, then they used to sleep after 12, after 1. And those who sleep late, how will they get up? Late. So this disturbs our biological clock. Our biological clock is set 10 o'clock, sleep 10 o'clock and wake up around 6, 8 hours sleep. Normally, if deep sleep, 5 hours sleep is enough. So 5 to 8 hours sleeps our body requires. And those who do mental work, lot of mental work, those like intellectual work, they are busy throughout the day, then they require little more sleep. Maybe 6 hours or 7 hours is best for them. So more important is quality of sleep and regularizing your biological clock. So that's why it's saying early to bed, early to rise, make a person healthy, wealthy, and wise. Late to bed, late to rise, we can understand what's going to happen to us. We say it's hurry, worry, and curry. Because we wake up late, then we have to reach to office in time, and then there are so many things to do at home, to finish so many things. So we just hurry about everything, and our day starts with the stress. And then we carry on throughout the day. So if sleep is good, then it heals our system. Good rest to the body, even if any wear and tear in the body, it gets healed naturally. And even our mind, when it gets good rest, then our brain is energized, or brain is rejuvenated. And addictions, we all know. Like addictions means if someone is alcoholic, alcohol, it has bad effect on liver, especially it damages the liver. And those who are drunkards, they lose control over their mind over a period of time, and they develop diseases related to brain. And smoking, it has many toxins which are cancerous. It can cause cancer of mouth, cancer of esophagus, cancer of stomach, even cancer of lungs. Maybe there is difficulty in circulation in the legs or in the heart. So it affects the circulatory system too. The nicotine, it has this main addictive, this chemical. So, and drugs, those who take, there are so many types of drugs. So they also are bad for our health and system. So if we have any of these imbalances in our life or physical health, if we regulate them, improve them, then we improve our physical health. But most important thing which we wanted to focus upon is that nowadays more than 80% diseases are stress-related psychosomatic diseases in medical science. Earlier it was said a healthy mind in a healthy body, and now it is said a healthy mind for a healthy body. So we need a healthy mind for our healthy body, because whatever we are thinking and creating emotions in our day-to-day life, it is affecting the physiology of the body. And over a period of time, the chemicals which are released during this stress, they are slow poison for our system. And these stress hormones are adrenaline, noradrenaline, and steroids. And these three chemicals, they are like, like slow poison, and they create many diseases in our system. They give us feeling of disease, sadness, and lack of energy. There was a study done in Yale University on students. They're 20 years of age. They were divided into group according to their personality. In first group, students, those who used to get angry very easily, and they were not able to keep patience in any situation, and they were competitive in nature, and then they were not able to stabilize their mind. They were taken. In second group, opposite personality students, means like they were calm, patient, and they were able to focus their mind. They were peaceful. Their health was checked, and it was found that at that age, both group had normal health. There was no problem. But as it was a study, so they were followed. Every 10 years, they were called for their health checkup, and it was found that at the age of 50 years, the first group, like who were this stressed personality, they were sick 5 times more than the second group. In second group, if 5 people were sick, then in first group, how many? Yes? How many? 25. And that's why the chances of death were also 5 times more than the second group. So this is why we need to understand our stress, and we need to manage it, because it's very harmful for our physical and mental health. And again, next is social health for 2. So this is because of negative thoughts, emotions, and attitudes. When we are in negative thoughts leads to emotions, because thoughts leads to feelings. So this creates stress in ourselves. So we have a lot of stresses. They may be coming from our family life, they may be coming from our workplace life. Maybe there are some personality drawbacks we have in our life, or maybe general world problems may create stress. Many things, many events are happening in the world in day to day, like. So here you can see the effect of stress on our health. Normally, the adrenaline, it increases our heart rate, and in turn, our blood pressure also rises. If there are coronary blockages, nowadays at early age, coronary blockages are developing. We will listen news many times that younger ones are getting heart attacks and cardiac arrest and dying. In India, so many cases after COVID have come up like this. Even renowned people, they died because of recently 41-year-old cardiologist. He operated 60,000 cardiac patients, and he died of sudden heart attack. Even being cardiologist, he could not save himself. So although he was aware of this whole disease, maybe, like because he was so young, so he could not understand that I'm having this and maybe I can develop this disease. Anyhow, means like I'm meaning to say is even youngsters are nowadays getting this problem. But stress, it constricts our arteries further, and there is less supply to the oxygen, and it can lead to angina and can lead to even heart attacks. It can affect our digestive system. In digestive system, there is hyperacidity, then ulcer, abdominal pain, diarrhea. It affects our nervous system, and in our nervous system, there is stammering, headache, insomnia, problem to go to sleep. This is also increasing. and chronic fatigue, tired all the time. Then alcoholism. Alcoholism is like to reduce stress, they go for any addiction. So either smoke or they drink or they take drugs. But again, these are all harmful for our health. Even depression, stress leads to depression. If person has chronic stress long time, then goes into depression. And at present, billions of people, they take antidepressants. It's so common, it's becoming so common in the world. And diabetes and arthritis, they are also psychosomatic disease, and stress reduces immunity to various illnesses. We are very familiar to this word immunity now after COVID. We know that who had very good immunity at that time, COVID could not do anything to them. But those who had low immunity, then it was like life-threatening. It took life of many. So immunity is so important. So immunity is like protection from the body for the disease, especially for infections, whether it is bacterial infection, viral infection, it protects us. But when immunity is low, then it's like soldiers are weak, and any enemy from outside can attack the body and create disease. So these stressors, how do we try to relieve our stress? What methods we use to relieve our stress? Normally, like in our day-to-day life, we face many problems, and we are stressed, worried about them, and sometimes we are insecure, we are in fear. So what do we do? Because we are not comfortable during that time, then we try some method to become peaceful and happy again. So normally what do? We use entertainment methods. Entertainment methods means either we go for outing, we go to the restaurant to eat, or we talk to a friend, or we go for a party or club, or maybe seeing some movie or listening to music, joining some this games and all. So all these entertainment methods, what do? They really relax us. It's not that they do not relax us. They relax us and they make us feel that we are totally free from our stress for time being. But as soon as the problem returns, I'm again stressed. So that is not the real remedy. So real remedy is we need to understand why do we experience stress. So why do we experience it? Because the way we think about the situation, the direction of our thinking or our response towards that situation, that matters more. So if my thinking is negative, normally what happens, as soon as the adverse situation arises, I think negative. It's easy to think negative. So I start thinking what worst can happen or what loss I am going to get through it. So as soon as I think in a negative way, then my feelings are of panic, fear, and worry, and it affects my behavior, and ultimately it is affecting my performance too. But I can think positive. It's my choice. That's why we see the same type of situation is faced by 4 people, but all the 4 have different response. One, he will feel comfortable as nothing has happened. Second one, stress too much. Oh, how will I face this? And then third one will take that as an opportunity. Oh, it's opportunity for me. I'll, with the help of this, progress in my life. And the fourth will get depressed by the same. So situation is same. Why the response is different? Because that direction of thinking is different. For an example, two people, they do mistake and they are called by their officer. One, when comes, accept the mistake and say sorry for it. And he promises to the officer that next time we will not get complaint from my side. So things are over, finished. But when the second person comes, he doesn't accept the mistake and he tries to prove it. Not only prove it, he goes into discussion. So it annoys the officer, and then what will happen? There will be stress, and it will be continue till there is understanding between two. So situation is same, but why the response is different? Because the thinking is different. One is positive, another is negative. Two businessmen, they were in separation, no, like, so their wives were living separately, and suddenly on the same date they got divorce letter from their wives. So one, the first businessman, he didn't want a divorce because he wanted to compromise, and like he liked his wife and he wanted to live in the family, so he wanted that things should be settled back again. But when this divorce paper came, then he got depressed and it affected his heart and he had to admit it to the hospital. But the second businessman, he was opposite to that. Now, like, he was really wanted to be free from his wife, and he was waiting that when this paper comes, because up till now she was not like positive for giving divorce, but when this paper came, he was very happy that it has come from her side. So next day he organized a party with his friends, because now he will be free with this relation. So situation is same, but the response is opposite. Why? Because thinking towards the wife is totally different. So that is how we respond to our situations. So important is the way we think about it. Many situations we are facing day to day, in day-to-day life. So we need to transform our attitudes toward the stressful events. The solution is we need to transform our attitude towards the stressful event. Then attitude determines whether we perceive any experience as pleasant or unpleasant. So how can we change our attitude? How can we change our thinking? It's very easy to say be positive, think positive, but it's very difficult to stay in the right direction of thinking. This hand, if I take it up, take it down, front, back, easy, because it's physical. But mind is not physical. So it has a very fast speed of thinking. In 1 minute, it goes anywhere. So to control the mind, it's not that easy. So we require some practice for it. And that practice is meditation. So here, the meditation, the name of meditation, which is taught over here, is Raj Yoga meditation. So meditation means giving daily practice to our mind how to think positive. And then again, few studies, scientific studies on this, how stress and yoga affect our health. So it is seen that when we do meditation and yoga every day, our body respond differently. Again, the same chemicals, endorphins, enkephalin, and serotonins are produced in our system, which are beneficial for our health, and then our heart rate is reduced, blood pressure is reduced, respiration is reduced, our bad cholesterol goes down, our whole system becomes balanced. In stress, opposite happens, as we heard already. So means it gives us mental health as well as physical health. It is helpful for both the health. That's why the meditation and yoga are becoming popular. And 21st June, the coming, it's nearby. So 21st June is accepted as International Yoga Day, especially for health, because it's beneficial for our health, all holistic health, not only physical health, but especially we need to make our mind healthy first and then our physical health. And more studies regarding meditation and diseases. So here you are seeing the study on heart by Dr. James Blumenthal of Duke University. He found that reducing stress can dramatically reduce heart disease. And he found that in 5-year study, those patients who learn to manage their stress can reduce the risk of their second heart attack by 74%. So reducing mental stress proved more beneficial than only exercise. So that was more important. And another study was done by Dr. Dean Ornish, San Francisco Medical School, University of California. Dr. Dean Ornish, he took two groups. One is experimental group and second was just control group. So in experimental group, he took 28 patients, heart patients, those whose arteries were clogged. Clogged means more than 90% blockage in the arteries. So he put them in the changed lifestyle pattern. He put them on yoga, meditation, vegetarian diet, and exercise every day with medication. And the control group, he was only taking medication. No other lifestyle change was advised to them. It's only medication by doctor. After 1 year, it was found in the experimental group, more than 80% patients, their symptoms were reversed. They were having chest pain earlier, but now the chest pain completely disappeared and the clogging of their arteries were also disappeared, opened. And the control group, those who were only on medication, their symptoms worsened and their arteries clogging was also increased. So here also he mentioned that the stress reduction element was the most significant factor in achieving these results. So again, like stress is the major factor for heart diseases, we can say. Although there are other factors, but stress is a major factor. And we had done in our headquarters, Mount Abu, we have a global hospital, which is opened by organization for the public. So in that hospital, our cardiac department also did this study. So you are seeing this is with the collaboration of other hospitals, many other hospitals, and this is called as CAD, coronary artery disease regression through healthy lifestyle. So 3 elements are there in this: stress management through Raj Yoga meditation, moderate aerobic exercise, low cholesterol, high fiber vegetarian diet. So the patients, those who were having more than 90% blockages in their coronary arteries and advised bypass surgery by doctors, and they don't want to go for bypass surgery or they cannot go for surgery either. So they are invited for this camps, this coronary artery disease regression programs, and they are kept there for 7 days in the hospital campus, and they are trained for these 3 elements. So what were the results? Within 7 days, there was significant reduction in their symptoms and drugs, the drugs they were taking. And second, there was significant reduction in their systolic and diastolic BP, better control of their diabetes. Most of the patient, those who come as heart patient, they are also having high blood pressure and diabetes too. And their cholesterol level also, like they became normal, and their exercise tolerance improved, means TMT test improved, their heart ejection fraction is also improved, and in their brain the alpha rhythm is increased, and serum cholesterol, which is stress hormone, is also decreased, and overall there is improvement in their psychological profile. And those who followed, now you can see in this angiography report, I don't know whether all of you know about angiography. How many of you know about angiography? Angiography test for heart is only few of you know. So when those patients, this is only two reports of only two patients, but up till now, more than 10,000 patients who followed this program for 6 months to 1 year. And then they went for angiography again. It's found their 99% blockages disappeared without bypass surgery, means that was natural bypass for them. So they were cured of their disease. So this proves that changing lifestyle and managing the stress really reverse their disease. So this is the proof you can see in this angiography report. Previous report, it's patient Deen Dayal, 52 years of age. It's showing around 90% blockage in the artery, showing with the arrow. It's visible in the arrow, that black dot. White is the artery and this black dot is the blockage. And the next picture, when almost after 1 year, when the repeat angiography was done, you can see the complete white line, that black dot has disappeared. So means it has opened the block. And second patient, this is 100% blockage. Now you cannot see this white line after a certain period, after a certain spot. This red circle you're seeing, and arrow, after arrow there is no white line, means no artery, 100% blockage. But after 1 year, when the angiography test was repeated, then you can see the complete white line in angiography report, means 100% block got opened. So this proves. So that's why this mental and emotional health is important. But to improve our mental and emotional health, we need to have good spiritual health. Spirituality is the foundation of all our health. We would say holistic health. So what is spiritual health? What is the spirituality? Our present medical science researches are only directed for our physical body. They do not have any concept of spirituality. So they don't know about the being part, our consciousness or our existence. So that's why there is no medicine or no research for our being or consciousness. We are not only physical body. Like when we go within, what is there? Thoughts, emotions, feelings, attitudes, memories. This is our being part, means consciousness. So most of the diseases are incurable at present. Why they are incurable? Once someone suffers from any lifestyle disease, they have to live with that disease throughout the life, till end. And they continue to take medicines. They live on medicines, we would say that. So why are those diseases are not curable? Because we do not know how to go within, because they are cured only when we go to our innate and heal that. It's only that. So when we say healthy, the definition of healthy is heal plus thyself. So we need to know who is thyself, who is me, who is the real me, who am I. Then only I would be able to heal myself. So we need to know about soul. Soul means source of unique light. That is me. The consciousness is my existence. So consciousness of the inner self. So to be healthy means to be soul conscious. So we need to we need to shift our consciousness from body consciousness to soul consciousness. Soul consciousness in each thought, word, and action is the only key to be ever healthy. Like removing the diseases or illnesses from the root. So we go to the root cause of the illness and then it's curable. So here we are trying to understand about the consciousness. A serious patient in emergency department of the hospital comes and the doctors, they try to save the patient, but with all attempts, they are unsuccessful to save. Unfortunately, they cannot save the patient. Now it is said to relatives that take away the body, not the patient. Why not patient? It said, take the body. So, why body, not patient? What is the difference? Because there are no feelings. Now there is no suffering. No, like no much how many you weep for that person or you show your love. Nothing. It's just body. So what is gone? What is gone? So the consciousness is not there. That has left the body. And for few hours there is no biological death. So what happens? Doctors now take out the organs. Many organs can be transplanted when histopathologically checked. Eyes can be transplanted, even liver, kidney, heart can be transplanted to a living being. And when they are transplanted in a living person, they start working. The eyes who are not able to see in a dead body, they can see in a living person. The kidneys who are not functioning in a dead body, they function in a living person. So how is this possible? Because soul is there. That conscient energy is there that is working through that organ and giving life to that organ. So that's why, so we are not only physical body, our existence is not only physical body, but we have conscient energy named soul, ruhu, pran, atma. So many names are given to it. So what is the anatomy of soul? It's a point of light and might. It's point of light which is invisible to physical eyes. We cannot see soul with physical eyes because it's not material, it's non-material. It is energy. Like electricity is energy. So we cannot see electricity. Can you see electricity? But everything which is operated here in the room, fan, this mic, this projector, this laptop is with electricity. So if electricity is gone, then no matter how much effort I put to operate these things is useless. So same as here. Till the consciousness here in the body, all organs are functioning. As soon as soul is out of body, then everything stops. All organs, they stop functioning. So this soul is invisible. It's because very subtle. So it's not with like COVID, coronavirus. So subtle. was not visible with our eyes, but so powerful. No? So many things in world we don't see, but they are powerful. Like we say atoms. Atoms we don't see with the naked physical eyes. We have to use instruments for them. But still the existence is there. So many things we just know by experience, like air we know by experience, fragrance we know by experience. So same is with the soul. It's not visible, but it exists. And it is situated at the center of forehead here in the residence, or we say the place, seat of the soul is in the center of forehead, because our brain, which is the control room for the soul, from where it controls the whole body, it's here. So this is the right place. Like we say driver, where the driver sits in the car, on the driving seat, because it has all the equipments to control the car. So same is for the soul, because so it can control the whole body from here. And what is the physiology of soul? This we are understanding about our spiritual health. So the soul's physiology is, it is made up of 7 core values, innate values it has. These innate values are knowledge, purity, peace, love, happiness, bliss, and power. This is our spiritual energy. All these are our innate qualities, means we are made up of these, soul is made up of these. That's why we seek for these things in our life. Everyone wants love, everyone wants peace, everyone wants happiness, and bliss means joy in the life, and power. Can anyone say, I don't want love, don't want peace, don't want happiness? If sorrows are there, it's okay for me. And if there is peacelessness, fine, no problem. What do you say? What do you look for? Whatever efforts we are doing our life, no, for what? For peace and happiness, to have more and more peace and more love, more and more happiness. So because we are made up of this. So this is our ultimate aim. Like this body is made up of 5 elements. We say it has 70% water. So whenever I am thirsty, what do I drink? I drink water. If someone gives me oil, okay, this is also liquid, take it. That will become poison for me, because that is not my constitution. My body requires water. It's made up of water. So same is here. I am made up of these qualities. So I need this in my life. So when this spiritual energy is full, 100% full, all these 7 energies, they are controlling my 7 systems. Knowledge is for brain, peace is for our lungs, love is for our heart. That's why, like for love, we create the symbol of heart. So love is connected with heart, and for our digestive system is happiness. For our musculoskeletal system, it's power. Energy is power. For our endocrine system, energy is bliss. And for our skin and immunity system, energy is purity. So these energies, when they are flowing in a full-fledged way, there are no blockages in that, then there is health. And how can we achieve that health? With positive team, positive thoughts, emotions, attitudes, and memories. They facilitates the flow of spiritual energy to target organs. So all our target organs you came to know, like for brain, there's knowledge. For respiratory system, it's peace. So peace, for peace, the target organ is our lungs. For love, the target organ is our heart. So I just would like to tell you this research, our research project, I told you, coronary artery disease program, which was done or which is still going on in global hospital. So that energy for heart is love. So it is found the patients who came with blockages, when they were psychologically analyzed, by the psychologist, they found most of them, they are either isolated, they found themselves neglected, or they are having hatred for someone, feelings of revenge, maybe jealousy, means like all negative feelings against love, going against love. Their personality is like that. And when they were counseled and they were, like trained to change their lifestyle, their thinking pattern, the results were very good and positive. So because the flow of energy then increased towards their heart, and one plus thing was done, Raj Yoga meditation. Raj Yoga meditation means, I'm coming to that next, is connecting with the source, connecting with the supreme source, who is ocean of love. So they are fulfilling themselves with love from that source and then directing that energy towards their heart. So they were trained for that, and by doing that, they could heal their heart well. So positive team, it facilitates, and negative team, if there is negative thoughts, emotions, attitudes, and memories, most of the time, then it blocks the flow of spiritual energy to target organ, and then it leads to disease. So the question is, what is meditation? Meditation is a Greek word. It has come from meditare, which means healing of mind. So healing of mind means inner healing. Mind is within. It's within the soul. So it's inner healing, and it's only possible when we go within, means it's inner journey, based on inner journey. And this is practice of higher consciousness, not physical consciousness. Normally we are body conscious. So when we go beyond body consciousness, means when we are at the level of soul consciousness. Higher consciousness is soul consciousness. So that is meditation. During meditation, we take our consciousness to the level of soul. And meditation is communion with supreme energy, the supreme source of power. And again, we can give him many words: God, Creator, Ishwar, Allah, Prabhu, many names we can give to him, that supreme source of energy. And meditation is consciously directed thinking process towards positive path. So during meditation, we train our mind to think in a positive way consciously. Consciously, positive thoughts are given. Like we can control our physical organ, we can control our mind too, which I told you, we need to give training to our mind. So we can train our mind to think in a positive way, but that also requires some effort. Like for physical health, I'm going for exercise, I'm spending time for it every day, maybe giving 1 hour or half hour, whatever time I have, I spend time to gain my physical health. So same way, if I want to gain my mental health back, then I need to give time to my mind too. So that's what. Then self-development exercise. Meditation is self-development exercise. And what is Raj Yoga meditation? Raj Yoga meditation is communion of inner light with the supreme light. Inner light is soul with the supreme light. He is also a point of light, but supreme in his qualities. That's why he is called supreme light. He is ocean of love, he is ocean of peace, he is ocean of happiness, ocean of bliss, he is almighty. That's why we call him supreme light. And we are point of lights, inner lights. And it is the art and science of realizing oneself as a peaceful and blissful soul and charging oneself by regularly connecting to the ultimate source of energy. So when we connect ourselves with the power source, with the supreme light, then it is charging ourselves. And what are the benefits of Raj Yoga? What are the benefits of doing meditation every day? First, it elicits relaxation response. It makes us stress-free. Relaxation means like we are stress-free. It develops positive attitude towards life and situations. Whatever situations arise, I can remain positive to them. And it increases my willpower and courage and confidence, because I feel that Almighty is with me. So when Almighty is with me, then nothing is impossible for me. So that's how, like it improves my courage and confidence. It transforms my belief system, because we carry on very old patterns in my mind, so it helps me transforming them, and it brings clarity of mind. It improves my decision power. Conflicts in relations are resolved, and there is experience of extra sensory bliss. Most of the stresses are coming from relationships, like close relationships. You are always complaining about them. Now, our pointing finger is always there, because they do this, they should not be doing, whether they should be talking like this or not. What's there? One finger is there, then three fingers are towards me. So if there is one weakness over there, then first three weaknesses are here. So who need to change first? Who need to change first? But what do we think? I am okay, I am all right. The other person needs to change. So that's why the problem is there always in relationships, and especially close ones. So here now we understand, because Raj Yoga means I'm going within, I'm doing self-realization, self-analysis. I come to know where I need to change myself. And as soon as I realize where I need to change myself, my half of the problems, more than half of the problems are solved. So to treat the physical body, essence is intake of proper natural vegetarian diet. Although non-vegetarian food are is very tasty, but still for health. Now I'm not going in too much details why we should not take non-vegetarian diet, what are the harms or hazards of taking that. But like vegetarian diet is more healthy, we all know that. And then daily morning walk and evening stroll in sunlight, proper sleep, proper deep sleep, proper use of medicines if doctor prescribes you for your illness, if you have any illness. If it is developed, then we need to use medicines too. And then for health, improve your spiritual health, be soul conscious rather than body conscious or role conscious. And to improve your mental health, always have positive team thoughts, emotions, attitudes, and memories. And for that, you need to listen to spiritual knowledge every day for at least half an hour, and practice meditation to remove your energy blockages, which are already created, and they are taking you towards the disease. So doing meditation, it removes those blockages, it facilitates the flow of energy, healthy energy towards the target organ, and helps in healing. So this was all about, I could not go in very much details of all the types of health, but which is useful in our day-to-day life. I thought about those factors. So I'm finishing it here. Thank you. Om Shanti.
same time, it's very intriguing, I guess, for some of you, especially okay. So it's kind of intriguing as well, right? Especially the research that's done, and with that finding that how this practice of meditation has relieved, and bypass, it not only bypass surgery. That's absolutely interesting. So it's really clear that the meditation is actually has a lot of components in it, and definitely it's one of the best way to improve our holistic health. Yeah. So if there is any question from the audience, we may not have much time. Maybe we can take one or two questions, especially questions that you feel that it can help others also to get clear understanding about or get a better understanding of these practical steps to holistic health. I would like to welcome one or two, and there will be there's a mic. Someone will be passing the mic to you. So just come forward. Please come forward. Please come forward. And would you, anyone, are you interested, or you feel enough? Are you okay with all the information given? If you want more, we'll be very pleased to attend to your needs. So please come forward if at all. There's a mic at the middle, somewhere on the middle. So you can come forward and, yes, please, sir. Excuse me.
Sorry. Thank you for your enlightening lecture. Thank you for all this setup for us to benefit. Yes, it is intriguing for me. I'd like to ask, permit me to ask this question, whether the soul, can it be called relinquishing consciousness, or is it consciousness?
It's consciousness.
Soul can be consciousness?
Soul is consciousness. The other name of consciousness is soul.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you so much. And anyone else? Definitely, if you need further information or further explanation, please come forward. Or otherwise, I don't think, it seems that everyone is quite contented, I guess. All right then, thank you so much. I think we can explore further into the meditation later on, yeah. But I remember many years, I think last year, one executive coach, executive coach, and he was assigned to deal with people in the brokerage, and you know how busy lifestyle is there and how busy they are. And then when he approached them and he suggested to them 5 minutes meditation, and everybody was shocked. I would say the word shocked because they can't afford that, even that 5 minutes. They said, practically impossible. Just get out. Forget about this. And then he suggested 1 minute. Just okay, give me 1 minute. Will that be okay? All right, then they agreed, and they practiced 1 minute. And within that year, I don't remember the statistics, but he shared it with so much of passion, so much improvement. Little steps that we take definitely will bring, take us to greater altitude. So kindly take this, message as very, very timely for you, and you have team with you. We always talk about team in a group, but there is also a team inside you, and this team can be either supporting you or sabotaging you. They are your thoughts, emotions, attitude, and memories. So to help this team, to make this team work synergistically, meditation is essential. And our Dr. Savita also mentioned that stress is causing 70%, at least, or in 80%, in some cases 70%, statistics varies, psychosomatic diseases. So it starts from the psyche and it goes to soma, to the body. And she explained clearly which energy, if it is deficient, like for example, if it is love, then heart is affected, like that. So stress is actually, there's a formula for it, and that is pressure divided by resilience. Which can you change? Can you change the pressure or you can change the resilience? You can change both with Raj Yoga meditation. Pressure, as we change the understanding of what pressure is, there has been research done, coping mechanism comes in, and people are able to deal with those stress in a different manner. And also research has been done on the resilience. And when people do meditation, all this energy, is enhanced, resilience increases, pressure reduces, stress automatically reduces. So meditation helps in making us understand that pressure is not as it seems to be, and also let us build our resilience. So we should meditate now. So I'm going to welcome Dr. Savita to take us into this wonderful journey of meditation.
So just for a few minutes, sit relaxed, straight. Follow my thoughts. Just say in yourself, don't speak. Consider yourself as a divine point of light, sitting in the center of forehead. I am conscient being, master of this body, with thoughts, emotions, attitudes, desires, imagination. This is me. I am imperishable and eternal. In my original nature, I am peaceful. That's why I love peace. And I find power in peace. I am a loveful soul. I like to be loved and share love with others. This loving and caring attitude makes me feel more happy and comfortable. I am a powerful and blissful soul. I am flowing all these my energies to my whole body. All these positive energies They sustain my organ systems. But the source for all is Supreme Light, Supreme Being. I am the child of Supreme. He is ocean of love. I am feeling the flow of that energy of love through him in me. Feeling myself loveful, and I can bestow this love to others who are coming in my contact. They feel these vibrations and energy through me, and this energy is healing my system. This love is very powerful energy. I am peaceful, loveful, and happy being, and I'll keep this awareness in my day-to-day life, in my deeds and actions. Om Shanti. Shanti.
Thank you, Dr. Savita, for that soothing experience. And yes, we can go on meditating, but time is not allowing us. And we have a very special, I wouldn't know that we call it event, actually. I'm going to have a special session now. We're going to invite Dr. Amir Farid to receive kind of token of appreciation from our side. You know why we are giving this? Because of our long-standing friendship from INSAF and Divine and this Pure Life Society. So we are very honored by your esteemed presence, all the committee members and also INSAF chairman here. So I would like to call upon Dr. Amir Farid to the stage to receive first of all, I think some of you are rather new to us, and you may want to know what we are doing and what activities we carry out. The Brahma Kumaris Malaysia, it was incepted in the year 1981. We actually cater for the need of individuals to improve their quality of life, to improve their team, that's thoughts, emotion, attitude, and memories, to lead a healthier, at the same time, happier life. And so to accomplish this, we carry out 7-day course, actually, what we call a 7-day basic meditation course, to those who would like to understand themselves better and also to enhance their individual energy. So that's one of that. We also have other activities. Basically, there are many other activities. We also have positive thinking courses, stress management courses, and so on. These are all to cater for individual needs. And we also carry out some retreats once in a while. Like we also had years back, I think 4 or 5 years back, we had health retreat when somebody who is involved in this three-dimensional health came over and taught people who are especially heart patients how to bypass their bypass. So we do have some of this occasionally, but and also some other professional retreats. But basically, our main activity is to share with all of you a 7-day basic or what do you call basic meditation course. Sometimes 7 days seems to be a little bit long, but maybe basic meditation course. And we also going to have another one more program in conjunction with the International Yoga Day, and that's on the 25th. On the 25th, that is next week, next Sunday, we are going to have a program, and that is that's on the 25th. Yeah, this is in conjunction with the International Yoga Day. Are we going to project any? No, are we projecting? Yes. Okay, this is the brochure. You will receive it as you leave. You will receive this particular brochure. It will be given to all of you. So we would like to welcome you for this program, and it's definitely going to be something that help you to understand much better about yoga, and also do some little yoga activities, I guess. And then one more gift for you, and that is on this Thursday, that is on the 22nd. Okay, on the 22nd, we're going to have another one more program, and this is actually at 10:30 a.m. on the 22nd. That's Thursday, and the theme is managing stress and pressure in life. Yeah, so managing stress and pressure in life. So that's going to be on 22nd and 10:30 a.m. So all are welcome. Actually, it's in the morning, and it'll be in this same venue. Okay, so that's for the 22nd. And on the 25th, as I mentioned earlier, is going to be International Yoga Day program, and so you'll get the flyer later on as you leave. And now, no program, any Brahma Kumari's program is complete without sharing sweets and also words of inspiration. So we're going to get, all of you will get it. So what you're going to do is that, can you see, to me it's left, but it's to you it's right, to the right of the hall, this hall, Dr. Savita is seated. So each one of you gently will walk towards her, and you will receive the sweets as well as words of inspiration. So I guess first of all, it's going to be for the front line. Am I right? Yes, thank you. So all the frontliners, you are invited to, you'll be ushered, I think, you will be guided. So you have to walk towards Dr. Savita, receive your sweets as well as words of inspiration, and then you will exit from the door. You'll be guided accordingly. So we probably will start with you, sir. Okay? Yes, thank you, yeah. Yes, ma'am, you can also, excuse me, ma'am. Okay, so they're going to take a snapshot. Okay, all right. Okay, you can go. also for those who are in for the audience, yeah. So there is a bookstore actually, or media shop that is, I think it's to the what am I say? For me, it's to the left actually, to this particular building, to the left, yeah, for you. Yeah, to the left. Lah. So there is a media shop, and you can get some books and materials, some reading materials, or any, and also CDs, I think, so which you can help you to understand about spirituality and also our meditation practices. Yeah. So it's for those who are interested. Lah. Yeah. Okay, so as you leave, as you leave, you also will receive food pack, and this food pack is for your dinner. Yeah, so you receive it as you exit. As you leave, you will also receive your food bag. Please make sure that you collect it. Yeah, so don't forget. It will be at the entrance or exit lah. Either one. When you enter, it's entrance, or it's an exit. Yeah. Okay. So we'd like to welcome all the other members of the participants. Please go to its Savita and collect your sweets as well as your words of inspirations. We'd like to thank you for your presence here, and it really make this whole event colorful and meaningful. Your presence is actually our honor, and also we take pride of your presence today. Thank you so much for being present in this evening, and we hope that you take benefit from this session. Hear me talk to you. I whisper through doorways and pathways of your mind, clear like the morning dew, and fresh from my journey, crossing the ocean of blue. Take just a minute, come and rest by my side. Let me tell you your own story. Let me walk you through your lives. Only a second, it's all it takes to realize.
Take just a